Hello there. You find me at my office at Robert Morris. This little YouTube is related to week 6, where we get into the world of qualitative designs and also qualitative data analysis. So what I'm asking you to do is there are 4 chapters. I know that's more chapters than we normally read, but they're also not very long. Chapter 15 relates to narrative design, which is in essence storytelling. Okay, sometimes we think of storytelling as just something nice. Well, storytelling is a very powerful way to find out from participants about what they do in their lives and how they feel and how they perceive things. Chapter 16 talks about ethnographic designs. And ethnography is most closely associated with anthropology. You probably have heard of people that go live on some remote island somewhere and they study a culture. Well, we can also do ethnography in schools and in organizations. We can learn about the culture of an organization. And finally, in chapter 17, we talk about case study design. And as you will see with case studies are bounded systems where we may study a particular organization or we may study a particular classroom in a case study mode. So I ask you to do the questions that I pose on Blackboard is after reading each of these chapters, and especially based on what's called the research methods summary, which is highlighted in each of these chapters. It talks about what the method is, what the design is. I'm sorry, these are designs. What the design is, the purpose of the design, and how it is done. I'm asking you, how might you quote unquote turn your own problem, your own study, using a particular design? So I'm asking you to sort of step outside the way you may have looked at your study already in your proposal, and just think about how might you do this study if you in fact used a narrative design or an ethnographic design or a case study design. Okay, so that should be fun. Then the last chapter I'm asking you to read is chapter 18, which is data analysis. Now, data analysis for qualitative data is analogous to statistics in quantitative under the quantitative perspective. In other words, statistics is used in quantitative designs when we collect numerical data and try to make sense of it. In qualitative research, what we do is we collect words, pictures, or artifacts, and we try to make sense of what we collect. And chapter 18 talks about different ways that we do that. And when I ask you to focus especially on are pages 468 to 474, where it talks about trying to find themes, themes, via a method we call coding. Basically, we look at text, which actually comprises most of the qualitative data that we collect, and try to find concepts or things that recur. What are the participants actually saying? What does it mean? What do I find out by trying to identify things that are repeated, things that are said with great feeling? And that's finding themes in the data. So you're going to have to spend a little bit of time reading that. And as you post your responses on Blackboard, of course, your teammates and myself will have access to that, and hopefully that everybody will participate in this. Once again, please look at what I posted in terms of the dates for both the exam and the proposal. Okay, thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you on Blackboard.